Why do bad things happen to good people? The kind merchant and his suffering. In the peaceful town of Varanasi, there lived a merchant named Jaya. He was known for his kindness, honesty, and generosity. He gave to the poor, helped travelers, and never spoke a harsh word. Yet, despite his good nature, his life was filled with suffering. His business failed, his home was destroyed in a storm, and his only son fell ill. One day, desperate for answers, Jaya traveled to a monastery in the mountains, where a revered monk named Venerable Ananda resided. The seeker's question. Jaya bowed before the wise monk and asked, "Venerable sir, I have always lived a righteous life, yet suffering follows me. Why do bad things happen to good people?" The monk smiled gently and invited Jaya to sit. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "The king and the beggar." Many lifetimes ago, the monk began, there was a great king. He was powerful but ruthless. One day, he sentenced a poor beggar to death for a petty crime. As the beggar was taken away, he looked into the king's eyes and said, "In our next lives, may you suffer as I do now, and may I find peace." The king laughed and dismissed the words. Many lifetimes passed, and their roles changed. The beggar was reborn as a wise and virtuous man, while the king was reborn as a merchant, one who, despite his kindness, faced endless suffering. "That merchant, Jaya, is you." "The law of karma," Jaya gasped. "You mean my suffering is because of something I did in a past life?" The monk nodded. "Karma is not punishment or reward. It is simply cause and effect. The suffering you endure now is the echo of past actions. But do not be disheartened, for your present kindness plants the seeds of future peace." Jaya felt a weight lift from his heart. "So I should not despair, but continue doing good." "Exactly," the monk said. "A lotus blooms from the mud. If you respond to suffering with wisdom and compassion, your future will be brighter than 1,000 suns." Jaya bowed deeply, now understanding that suffering was not a curse but a lesson. From that day on, he faced hardships with a calm mind and a heart full of gratitude.